Hello and welcome to the College of Liberal Arts. My name is Kim and I'm a sophomore in CLA majoring in psychology. I'm also a peer advisor in one of the academic advising offices here in CLA. Over the next few minutes, you will learn about advising in CLA with guest appearances by a CLA's Director of Advising, an academic advisor, and a current CLA student. Before we begin with the interviews, here's some background on what advising in CLA looks like. We are the largest college on the University of Minnesota Twin Cities campus, therefore we have several advising offices to serve our students. You'll be matched to an advising office and paired with an advisor based on your responses to the Tell Us About Yourself survey. Your advisor will be your main point of contact in your advising office. They will also be one of your closest allies throughout your college experience. They'll be there to help you transition through and succeed in college, beginning at your on-campus orientation and through your graduation from the College of Liberal Arts. First, we're going to hear from one of our academic advisors in CLA, Melanie Johnson. Hi, Melanie. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me here today.
So, what do you see as the most important piece of advising?
Well, first, I think it's important for students to understand what advising actually is. And so advising is a professional relationship that starts from the time of orientation all the way to graduation, and sometimes even after. As advisors, it's important for us to not only help the student navigate this new institution, connect them to resources, and also begin that conversation around careers, but most importantly, we're here to help them establish that plan around their academics so they can complete their degree.
So, is there any advice you'd like to give to our incoming students?
Well, I could think of two pieces of advice. First, in any developing relationship, there's that give and take. So an advisor is not going to be here to tell you what to do. We really encourage the students to be proactive and take initiative over their education so that they can make sure that they have the experiences that they want and need, and we can support them in that. The second thing I could think of, and I tell my students this all the time, we understand that you're a student, but you're also human. And so you need to really engage in activities and academics that help give back to you as well, physically and mentally, making sure that you're taking care of yourself.
Well, finally, would you like to share which advising office you are a part of?
I would love to share which advising office I'm a part of. So I advise students through the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. program, more popularly known as the MLK Advising Office. We have a history of serving underserved, diverse students from any cultural background and identity, domestic and international. So we support any CLA student pursuing any CLA major here on campus who wants to engage in the richness diversity brings to our community, as well as embracing and fostering multiculturalism. In our office, we examine issues around power, privilege, intersectionality, advocacy, with the heart of it really being social justice. I believe that in partnership with our students, the MLK office really promotes the concept and philosophy of Dr. King's beloved community.
Well, I'm so glad you could be here and share a bit about your advising philosophy and advising office.
I'm glad to be here today. Thanks.
Wonderful. Now that we've heard from an advisor, who better to talk to than a current CLA student? Bailey, please come out and have a seat.
Hi, Kim. Thanks for having me.
We're all so excited to have a real CLA student here to talk about their experiences with advising. So I'd just like to start off by asking you to briefly tell us about your first advising appointment at orientation.
Sure. Well, my first appointment was a great time to meet and connect with my advisor. We spent the first little bit of time just getting to know each other, and then we worked on planning my classes for my first semester here.
Nice. So thinking about all the meetings you've had with your advisor, what are some of the key things you feel you've gone for?
Well, I think the most common thing for me is probably just planning out my courses for the next semester, or if I have any concerns with the courses I'm in. Overall, they're just a great resource to go to if you have a question that you don't know the answer to and you don't know where to go, because even if they don't know the answer, they'll know who will and they can connect you to that person.
Nice. Well, this has been very insightful, so thank you so much for talking with us today.
Thanks for having me.
Our final interview today will be with our Director of Advising, Dr. Les Opatz. Thank you, Dr. Opatz, for taking the time to meet with us today. It's really an honor.
Oh, you're very welcome. When I heard that Oprah canceled on you, I figured it's the least I could do.
Would you please explain to us what the advisor-advisee relationship means to you?
I really see that as an educational partnership. I would encourage students to think of it like any relationship. The more you put into it, the more you'll get out of it.
So, what questions and concerns are students able to go to their advisors for?
Really, you could ask your advisor anything. I mean, whether it's courses, majors, careers, resources you're looking for, activities on campus, really ask your advisor anything.
Nice. Okay, so here's my final question. If you could give a student one piece of advice, what would it be and why?
I would say take advantage. Your time at the university is going to go by so quickly. You should really take advantage of this time and opportunities we have. So many resources and staff to help you on campus, so many student groups, learning abroad options. Really take advantage of your time at the university and get involved.
That's actually really good advice. This is the end of our video. Thank you, Dr. Opatz, Melanie, and Bailey for appearing on our show, and thank you all for watching. See you at orientation.